Sorry about that. There we go. Jeff's Custom RC, what is happening? Um, what a day. We're going to let some people fill in a little bit. Tony S., what's going on? We'll do a roll call here in a minute. Go tell Dave's RC what's up with the test.
Oh my God, look at this, you guys. It's working. Kyle, I got it. Boom.
Watch this.
Did it just come on? Yeah. Nice, dude. Okay, so, all right. As you guys know, we're doing some testing for live streaming since I can't do it from my phone anymore until we get to 1,000 subscribers. So live streaming's back, you guys. However, it's unfortunate that I wasn't grandfathered into using my
Sorry, guys. Just getting things working. Hey, somebody Facebook this out, will you? Let some guys fill in. Start doing a roll call here. We're doing it old school. I just got unpacked with all this since from being out of town last week. Kevin Jones, Michael Rajka, roll call. Jeff's Custom RC, Victor Shamulus, Craig Bevan, Reckham Roy's, Caleb RC Guy, Caleb RC Flyer, Steve Coggins, Bob DeGood, Grossman, what's going on? First misprint, what do you mean? Hey, Ryan, have you flown a 1700 millimeter FMS Super Cub? Yes, I have. Check out our videos right here on this channel. We filmed it. We filmed it a couple times and also like a build at the field video. Check them out. Mitchell Farley, Carbon Z Flyer, Grossman. Oh, my name. Got you. Mr. Drone Nut, what is happening? Yeah, I answered you. Warren Estep, Plain Crazy. We were on another stream. For this, for my channel, Kevin, I'm waiting to see Kevin's answer because I didn't have time. I got down here with like 10 minutes to try to set it up where I could, it's pretty fancy when I can drop in pictures and all that kind of stuff. And it's, okay. Yeah, sorry. Somebody, hey, if that stream is still there, but nothing's happening, if somebody could go in there and tell them we're all over here rocking. Thanks. All right. Yeah, crazy day, actually. Awesome, but crazy. Kevin Jones, cool, man. We're here now. Dennis Farley. Thank you, Dennis. Son of a gun. That's why I don't set it up usually early. Because I'll screw it up. Mary Boozers, what is going on? Yeah, Michael, I got you. Yeah, there's a lot I got to get straightened out here so I can just repeatedly do it. Galvin Wilkins, E-Flight F-16. Somebody was acting like they were just getting ready to get one on the store. Jordan Dole, what's going on? Timothy Toutant, Maiden, the E-Flight F4. Oh, tomorrow. Great weather expected. Have a hard surface to fly off of. That's great. Kevin K. Bird, what is going on? Hello, my home, says Ricky the Photon. Grossman, thanks for that. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit tonight. Grossman says, let me be the first to mention the Corsair rebuild video. Watched it all. A must-see video. Great job. I really appreciate that. You know, a lot of you guys have been waiting for that one for a long time, and you see why, hopefully, it took me so long to get it out, especially since I had to do it twice. I lost the first one. When I was screwing around with memory and trying to clean things up, I threw the first one away. Fast, says Kevin Jones. Man, honestly, I have to, or it would be over an hour. I had 3 hours of footage to edit down to that 40 minutes it ended up being. So I hope you guys enjoyed that or maybe learned something. Jeff did some great flying today. Man, I'll tell you what my day looked like. It looked awesome, but it was total family day. My flying will be tomorrow after church if I do any at all. So we had a baseball game in the morning. And then it's May the 4th, Star Wars. My kids are 7 and 6 and 2 years old. So we totally went to Barnes and Noble, had R2D2, like for real, legit. The guy had a DX6i and was driving it around. It was awesome. And like a free like Star Wars Lego clinic thing. So we did that. And then we came home and I like tuck pointed and relayed the brick under the window in the kitchen. Anyway, crazy. Some of you guys might know what this is. It's a joiner for brickwork. Yeah. Fun stuff. Mrs. Boozer says she worked all day. Jeff's customer C masonry tool. Yep. It's a joiner, man. Good times, man. I hadn't done any tuck pointing or brickwork for years, actually. So it's kind of like a bicycle. Actually, it's fun. We've got some unboxings to do tonight, by the way. And I'm just so happy. I almost did a mail time this week because I got a thing from RC Geek right here, and then I've got it's a different one. It's the Guniac version of his Afterburner, and he already installed it on an 80 millimeter fan that I need to install into something so we can try it out. And I haven't even opened Chris's yet. The RC Geek sent me his. So super neat. And then I've got the new FMS Futura, and it's like a version 2, right? Somebody straighten me out on that one. I don't know if it's out yet. Yeah, Grossman, we'll talk about that. So Barry Gruder won the Mustang and Skip Built won the Corsair. Dave Kowalski won a $25 gift certificate, and he already used it. And then a guy named Mason Jackson, who I believe flies at Pegasus Club, Maryland. I need his information, actually. They asked me for his email, and he won a gift certificate as well. And then Mark Hyde, I owe him a shirt. So there's still a lot of catching up to do. But I also have – so I got the Futura, which is like a version 2, and I'll show it to you. I've got the E-Flite F16 on the bench. I did the build video on the Arrows Corsair last night. I got to edit it up and get it out. Say that 10 times real fast. It's back here. And then I've got that 1220 millimeter FMS Ranger with the landing gear that's all super absorbent, quicker picker upper style on the front. So I haven't cracked these open. I did peel open the Futura. I cannot tell a lie, but I have not opened up the Ranger. So guys, lots of fun. Honestly, I'm sure I'll miss something. You guys who want to take a look at these planes, if you're around for Jet Jam, which is coming up now soon, and Neffy, I will be able to show you in person. So cool. So glad to be here. Kevin Farros, what is up? You guys were wonderful support. David Kowalski, what's going on? Oh, thanks. Man, let me see if I can't kill that other one, guys. Do you mind? I'm such a techno peasant, honestly. It really, you know what's funny is I treat this really like a business. I love it, but I go hard at it. And the thing about a business is businesses have employees. Well, businesses also have enough to, pay employees. I think someday, and some of you guys offer your services, but I don't know how to use them. I mean, I think I'll figure that out, and I could use some help, honestly. But I'm the kind of the last guy to ever ask for it and figure out how to take it. So sorry. Let's see. I'm going to try to kill that other stream if there is one. Dave's RC in the house. Cool. I thought he was in the middle of doing a test. Let's see, man. I'm going to try to kill that wrong Hal Rufner. What's going on? You guys follow me on Facebook. If you don't, I wish you would. It's kind of fun. And Instagram. What's the agenda for today, Ryan? Mitchell Farley, man, I've got an unboxing to do on the V2 Futura from FMS, Sport Jet, as well as the trainer airplane from FMS. It's a 1220 millimeter. Looks like a Cessna. It's called a Ranger. And I think that's going to be great. You know what? If I can't find this thing, I'm not going to spend forever trying to find a stream that didn't work. Bro, why you got to rip the Ziplocs? I don't know, man. Lego Man 19892. People who don't make videos want to tell you how to do yours. That's funny. I have the F-16 from E-Flight, says Kevin Jones. I can't wait to fly this thing. Mike Kennedy sponsoring that E-Flight F-16 workup that you see behind. It's actually all laid out really nice. I'm in the middle of the build assembly on that one. New toys. Yeah, that's it. We're going to crack into them. We're going to talk about Minnesota. By the way, their container arrived. And if you won, Skip, yours should be shipping really soon. And also anybody who needed spare parts or wanted to get their Corsair or Mustangs, or check out Hobby Zone, because they've got their container and should be populating the website with that stuff pretty soon. Kevin, am I going to go 8-cell on the F-16? No, I'm not, because it's not mine. It's Mike Kennedy's, and I want to keep it light. I'm going to go with a 4000. I've flown the Freewing 70 millimeter as well, and I just know how it is heavy. I'm sure I could work out 8-cell with a couple light packs, but I'm not going to do it. Not unless you can do it box stock, which I doubt you can. Dinner at Roy's. Let's do this thing. Bill Surratt. Mrs. Boozer says, grill me one. Don't forget the like button, says Grossman. We had 150 guys in here at the show last week, and that was crazy. Mike Kennedy, I'll fly a 4500 in there for you. It actually looks really good. I unboxed it and laid it out to get ready to build it last night. Yeah, Kevin, the guy, Ali at Horizon, did his on 8S. Somebody's winning a plane on Mary Boozer's show tomorrow. That's fantastic. He hit his 500 mark, and Dave's RC ought to be pretty close too, I think. I think I'll do something when I hit 5,000. Judy, sub to you, Fred. Yeah, don't use the wheel. Hey, that wasn't on me, dudes. About the wheel. Good thing we didn't have to fly that wheel, because it would have vibrated the motor right out of the thing. No doubt. No doubt. So let's start cracking. Randy, you got the Wildcat off the Amazon store and you're loving it. Flies like a dream. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. for our friends in Slovenia right now. Crack it. All right, guys, let's blow up the chat. Let's see. So, you're funny. Which Corsair did you fly, Jeff? Flightline? Yeah, sorry guys. I mean, that's what I get for trying to go fancy. I mean, it didn't work, and then it was 9 o'clock, so I killed it. I mean, I get it that you got to have a stream key for using the third-party software, but it didn't give it to me. I didn't get it. You know, YouTube didn't present it for me so I could input it in. You didn't miss anything, Ron Upton, Wings 88. We're just doing roll call, basically. Everybody's just in here. Barry G's RC. Is that you, Barry Gruder? He won the Mustang. Hal Rufner just installed a Hobby Eagle in something. Ethan RC Pulse 15E and Ultra Micro MiG 15. Waiting on some good weather to maiden the Pulse. The Pulse is a fun flyer. It's doesn't it come like you can fly it tail dragger or trike, which is fun. Reckham Royce wants to know, what is that? He says it's a dumb question, but it's not. What is that ring on the ESC cord to the receiver? It's a ferrite ring, and it's supposed to have to do something with interference or kind of noise. All right, Skip, I hear you. Your Corsair should ship out really soon. They got their container. Nice. Admiral receiver, you say, in the big Corsair? Oh, Plane Crazy FPV, Plymouth, Indiana, man. Going to be great flying weather tomorrow, Ryan. That's awesome. Hey, are you on Facebook, Plane Crazy? Or Instagram? You got to get me your credentials, some way to get a hold of you. You're close enough. Dave Kowishki walked what, 5,000 kilometers? How far did you go today, Dave? You did something crazy, right? You got a Facebook? Yeah, Plane Crazy. Hit me on Messenger. Ryan Ramsey or actually, guys who hit me on the our Facebook page, it's hard for me to get to it for whatever reason. It's weird. So the Facebook group, RC Pilots Lounge, and just Ryan Ramsey, Pilot Ryan, is a good way to find me, or hit me in direct message on Twitter or Instagram. Glorioso, what is going on? Craig Beaven in the house. Anybody close want to buy an L39 or a Freewing A10, by the way? Awesome. Papa Boozer lost the feed. Thanks for comment on the shirts. I didn't say anything about them, but you're welcome. All right, let me get a box over here. I think what we'll do is open up one of these first. Freewing A10 is killer, and I'm saying it's available, but I really don't know if I want to get rid of it. Oh, okay, Dave, cool. I was wearing my Mary Boozer shirts when I was traveling to Minnesota. So we'll do, this is the Afterburner kit from RC Geek. It's got some directions. It looks really cool. It's nice and light. And he sent me one that's designed for an FMS 90 millimeter setup. I'm going to put this in. I told him, he asked me, what are you going to put it in? I was like, I'll probably put it in my Freewing F22 since it doesn't have any lights except for the, the nose gear. So give me something to light up the back end. So I'm going to do a video on this thing where I show how I install it on my Freewing F22. Even though it's got an FMS fan in it. So anybody wants to see how to do an FMS 90 millimeter install with the RC Geek Afterburner situation, stay tuned to this channel. Eventually, it ain't going to be tomorrow, next week. These things take time, guys. It's going to happen. And then I'm actually super excited about it. It looks really good. I'm going to come up close with it. And then I got Guniacs too. So I got 2 Afterburner kits. We'll see how easy they are to set up and all that kind of stuff. Cool. Yes, it does. So I can't see if this is working for you. but nice and light. There's all the LEDs. This is going to go on the back of the can, and it's an outrunner. The FMS 90 millimeter power plant's an outrunner, so this works. I don't think you can do these on end runners. It's got a module here. From what I know, you power it off an auxiliary battery. I'm not going to say yet what it is because I don't know. Or you can, I think, tap into your flight battery if you have like a pass-through adapter, which I actually have from my RC JetWorks brakes. So that's the RC Geek one. That's nice. And then this one's already installed for me, the Guniac one, which is really neat too. It's got like a magnifier, like a glass. This is intense. So I really can't wait to try it out. You know, I think the cooling would still be okay. I wonder if it needs to have some more exit air potential, but that'd be easy just to drill some holes. But this has some modules with it as well, and a switch. I haven't done anything with this, so I don't really know what it takes. I do know it takes another channel. So we'll check that out. I'll move some things over here. RC JetWorks batteries for my Arrows RC stuff. These are like only 18 bucks. XT60s already, 2200s. RC JetWorks in the house. Everybody's got T-plug batteries already, so get some adapters. Let's see. I'm making room for an unboxing, guys. Are you still here, dudes? All right. Clearing some room. All right. Hey, holy crap, what I miss? Hey, guy. Thank you, Dave's RC, very much. Can't stay long. Taking my wife out bowling. Giveaway Monday, 8 p.m. on Dave's RC. Dave, you're one hell of a supporter. I appreciate you. I appreciate your service. I saw some of the show, I think it was last night with your brother, talking about your time in the service. Guys, if you didn't see that, that's a replay worth checking out. It's actually really cool to see those guys connect with each other and tell stories that the other hadn't heard. It was cool. Thanks for that, Dave. That was awesome. Yeah, he's got his live stream back. So what are we gonna do first? You want to do the prop job FMS trainer, or you want to get into the Futura? People, let me know. Let me know. Make it rain. Let me know. Tell me what you got. What you really, really got. A lot of giveaways. Man, Mary Boozer's doing one tomorrow. Futura, says the Boozer. Boozer, are you bringing your Bearcat to Knoll? If you're going to Joe Knoll, find the Boozers. They're going to be there. And all the other usual suspects. Dave's RC, tell your wife hello. Have a good one. I hope you go. I hope you go par on your bowling. Yeah, I know better than that. Par is not bowling. Par is for baseball. Something with wings. All right. Let's do this thing. Home run. Hey, our team won. Our team won today, which is fun. It's not supposed to be about that, but it's nice. We sponsor a team, which is fantastic, and my kid and his cousins play. I get to coach baseball, which I really enjoy. I think there's loads of life lessons in it. You don't let it get past you. I mean, you apply everything I say to life, right? Sometimes it's gonna hit you and it's gonna hurt, but stay with it. Don't let it get by you. Stay in there. Good stuff. Something happened, got knocked off. Oh, I don't think anything happened. John Knopp, what's going on? Bust a 300 tonight, Dave's RC. Oh, yeah. Wesley's taking everything in his hangar. That's cool. Barry's Mike, the reviewer, bring. Can I sleep in the trailer? You have to pay the cable. Holmes. Ricky, you're close enough that you ought to be at one of these events. You ought to come to Neffy. Guys fly everything there, jets and prop jobs, middle of June. Neffy's like the 22nd or something. Nothing happened on our end. Most of us are all here, still rocking it. Busy night for people. 60 folks in here. I don't know what to tell you on getting knocked off. I'm set up like always. Yeah, you'll see Mike in video, Ricky. I mean, he's always invited here. I guess got knocked off too. No buffering over here. YouTube has outsourced some of where they do things. And so I think it's not quite as reliable as maybe it used to be. And also more and more people are live streaming. So this is it. Let's unbox this baby, shall we? This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Whoa. I've got a lot of stuff to get done, dudes. Sitting around here. This is great. And look, I'm only going to give you the basic right here on the show because you want to see the down and dirty. Watch the build video coming out eventually. So this is supposed to be even better than the original, right? Did somebody tell me yet? Is this thing available yet? Sport jets. I'm anxious to see how it behaves because I have strong feelings about the Avanti. I really do. It was a nice flying plane. So as is customary, you're going to see two servos a lot of times on horizontals for EDFs because the thrust tube's right there in the way. You can't block it. Guys, this thing's going to build as easy as one of those Arrows planes. I mean, there is nothing to the parts count. Ball links. There's a lot of plastic work done here. Looks great. Get everything out, and then I'll try to give you a good look at stuff. Whoa, here's the magic. Dudes. Look at that. And they have I don't remember what they call it exactly, but they changed the way they did their wing connections. So it's more of a harness style plug instead of the bullets and all the solder that could fail. RC Weaving, you're funny. He says it looks futuristic. Look at that. That's cool. $80mm in runner. Looks great. Should we mock it up real quick? I don't want to go crazy though. Where's the screws, dudes? What do you say? We'll sit here shoot the breeze and put a plane together. Is that good? I'll have to take it apart to do the build anyway. I wonder if they pay a royalty license to the real manufacturer. I think they might, because that Tomahawk name is all over the box too. Papa Boozer says it's not an OV10. Nope, it's not. Holy smokes. Every one of these is the same size. Can't get it wrong. Can't get it wrong, dudes. Bind it and fly it, Ryan. Yeah, the paint scheme, actually, I kind of do like it. You know it? All right, let's just do it. Start going for it. I can always take my cruise in stand back from where I have it. And again, guys, seriously, I'll do an assembly video nice and tight, close and personal like I always do. But I really, here's the deal, guys. I wait till Saturday to show you this stuff. I got this early in the week. All right, here we go. You guys, I want you to know, like, I had the best time in Minnesota doing the show for you guys, and it was quite a weekend. I mean, I was traveling for like the all weekend. It was awesome. We were able to say, remember when there wasn't an OV10 available? Do you even look at the directions? I do, but I only do because I feel like I'm a point of reference for everybody. Chris Jackson. Do you know Mason Jackson? I need his email because they need Hobby Zone needs his information so they can send him his gift certificate. Actually, I think this will lay in here and it doesn't even matter. Let me see. You guys who don't have to build in front of a camera, you have no idea. Aventator in the house. Was that the coolest thing, hanging out with Dan at Hobby Zone last week? My goodness. Honestly, what's so funny about this business is what you can't say. Dinner, we had a great conversation, and I wish the industry could get away with sharing some of that stuff with its people, but it can't. Hey, it takes longer when you're trying to build it. For real, Dennis Farley. He was so fun, and he really liked you guys, and will probably be back. RC Weaving, are you being fresh? Are you being funny, man? Because it's working. You must have went to the same finishing school as our boy, Ricky the Photon. Look at that. Holy smokes, yo. Let's do this. Stick with me, dudes. We got 80 guys in here goofing off. You know what's going to end up happening? An overview. Nah, I'll take it apart and build it again. I'm nuts. I want to give everybody value, you guys and the people who these come from. Oh my goodness. Guys, it fits so nice, everything. I'm gonna screw it in. I mean, goodness sakes, why not? Cuss words. Cuss words. Cuss words. They're all the same size. That's what she said. Whoa. RC Jetworks up in here? Cool. I talked to him today. I can't wait to be hanging out at Jet Jam with my main man I cannot stand. I'm just kidding. I don't mean it. We're building this thing right here on the show, dude. That's what's happening. The new FMS 80 millimeter in-runner Futura. Ball link hinges, all that good stuff. Nice. Hope that's not super loud. RC Jetworks has an entire container on the water as we speak. Very cool. Mike, what are you talking about, Rich? No love for, what do you mean? You have to give love to get love, right? When the tables are rocking, don't come a knocking. Yeah, I know, man. Dudes, looks awesome. But I dropped like a whole bag full of screws. There's 2 more floating around down there somewhere. At least 2. Got to save some for the wings. All right. Hooju, what's going on? Hooju. Mark Hyde, right? I want you to do me a favor if you haven't already. You probably have, but I don't know. Find me on Facebook. Find me on Instagram. Find me on Twitter, Hooju, Mark Hyde. And get me some information for you. You want a shirt, right? You won it last week. So the way that works is I'm not going to mess around with your shirt size and what color you want and whatever like that. So I'll PayPal you the money so you can buy the shirt is how this works. FlexJet. Yeah, man. Kevin talking about, yeah, I tell you what, guys, keep an eye on social for Jetworks too, because he's got an Instagram and he's on Facebook. Keep an eye on his website as well, because look at, he's doing his best to keep bringing it. Nobody who's doing this doesn't mean it. They work hard. Anybody who's got a channel knows, This is a nice jet, hey? I don't know yet, RC Wows, dude. I'll take a look. Jeff's Custom RC says he wants the Arctic Camo HSD F16. I know where you can get one. Okay, Hooju. Yeah, man, let me know. If you don't want a shirt, that's cool, but you won one. So if you want it, we'll follow through, all right? The wing spars are not already installed, Grossman, if you're talking to me. So this is it. Hanger 51 says, I'm going to love the Futura. I hope so. I have high hopes for it, but I also I'm very impartial. The Avanti. Rick and Roy's. You guys know where to get shirts, don't you? On my Teespring store. If you treat my YouTube channel like a website, go to the homepage, and up in the banner art is links to get to those places. Mark Hyde won a shirt is why I'm talking about him right now. Kitakwa. Oh, Ricky. Yeah, I had to make coffee last minute because I didn't have any down here. What the hell? Hey, all right, I'm working on it. But I mean, really, I dropped so many screws. I'm so mad. Just flung them. Maybe they're under the computer. I'm missing. Now I'm only missing. Hey, there they are. All right, I got it. Screw that. Hey, 84 dudes want to see the wings go on this son of a gun. This is what's up. By the way, guys, if you want the Futura, I put all this FMS stuff on my store too. So check that out. Now, this one came directly from FMS. So you never know what you're going to get connector-wise. So there's a big XT90 on mine. But if you get it off my Amazon store or Horizon or Hobby Zone, it's going to have an EC5. What's crazy, though, is that I use my EC5s with these all the time with no adapter or nothing. Loads of room in here for batteries, by the way. Hey, ease up before you cheese up, Buttercup. I got this backwards, like. Are you guys hanging in there? All right. Spar. Hey, that's nice. Yeah, John, I'm telling you, if they're not on Amazon yet, they will be soon, as soon as they're available. Actually, as soon as they're available at Horizon, I'll put them on my store because that's what I link to. Horizon's so big, they have a store on everywhere. I think they even have their own eBay store. So they have an Amazon presence. And so as a guy with a bunch of whatever street cred on social, I'm able to have an Amazon store myself and link that stuff. And also, if it's not on my store, it still helps us. Grossman, I don't really even know the answer to that. I assume so. Let's see, how did that line up? It's hard to tell. Pretty good. Pretty good. You guys asking about gaps and such. Seems to be okay. Too early to tell. Oh, that's the wrong one. I got to get some new wrenches. I think I got a screw head that's actually just kind of goofy is what it is. The guy asking about gaps, I mean, there really aren't. They're not bad. And the thing is, too, there's not a whole lot of tolerance, so they tighten up. Randy, I'm not going to get this bound up probably for landing gear. I'll try. Your pliers. Give me a hard time about my tools, man. You guys who don't have to worry about cameras and every stinking thing in your way really should count your blessings. And then the lights are off because if they're on anymore, it's too bright in here and you won't see. Be washed out. IKEA screwdriver. Use a hammer. I'm about to just not screw it in. Nice. We're getting it. You guys are hanging out for this. You asked for it. I got to get some better wrenches. I'm not going to strip stuff out just to do this right here. Look at this baby. That looks good. Yeah, I actually like the Allen head bolts. I just feel like they're all maybe too shallow, or my wrench is finally just giving it up. It's probably my wrench. Look at this. That looks good. Thanks, Randy. I do like the paint on this too, actually. The wingspan, I don't know, but it's an 80 millimeter EDF. This is the version 2 Futura, but if you look at their other 80 millimeter Futura, you'll know the wingspan. Let me look it up real fast. Stuart Perks, it is FMS, and it looks really good to me. And let's see, I got the book. The nose doesn't come off. Whoever asked that. Dennis, the hex isn't that long to mess. It's a fancy wrench. So when I have regular old cheapo hexes, yeah, I just cut them off and it's like new. This, there's not, I don't have it. It's just done. Thanks, Randy. So wingspan is 41 inches. It says it's got 100 amp ESC in here. I don't know if that's true till I see it. Sometimes folks just borrow copy from the last one, but chances are that's what it is. Yeah, dude, I'm going to buy some new wrenches. I believe they are trailing links, and I'm going to try to find a receiver and bind this up for you real fast just so I can drop the gear, okay? All right, bear with me, y'all. I gotta get some receivers, dudes. Spectrum, I guess. That's what I got handy. We want to see those landing gear, right? I'll do it. Who else works this hard for you guys? Throttle number 3. And landing gear number 5. This baby's got flaps, ball links, pretty slick. I'm just going to plug everything in. How about that? How about that? How about those apples, as they say in the old country? Well, throttle is not 3. This is Spectrum. It's like 1. I'm on an old AR 600 DSMX deal. Thumbs it up if you leave, guys, unless you just hate it. And in that regard, don't thumbs it up, thumbs it down. Appreciate that. If you guys were waiting to see that Corsair repair video and you haven't yet, it's out. I put out a handful of videos last week, and really, I keep telling everybody, if you want to see all the new ones, you have to hit that notification bell, because YouTube does not, you have to do that on all the channels you like, because YouTube does not send them out like you think they would, the notifications, okay? So channel 4 is rudder. I want elevator right now. Loving an elevator. That's funny. Orange. You guys, we're doing it right here. Live. Show 39. We've been at this for a minute, dudes. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe we just got back from Minnesota. I say we because that's what this show is. It really is y'all's show. And I want you to hit me on Facebook with questions, topics, the whole works. All right, I got everything plugged in. We're going for it. And we'll find a blank channel and bind this son of a gun. Want to? Let's do it. A jet like this should be good on like all kinds of batteries. I'm going to go with what I have, which is basically 4,000 to 5,000. I have 6,000, but I won't use it in this. I'll save it for like a bigger jet. 84 guys, 82 guys. Love it. And I'm just going to strap it in so it doesn't fall out. If I flip it over. And I told you the XT90 and the EC5 actually will work, which is crazy. All right, so let's get the radio. How's everybody doing? I can't read it when I'm messing with a plane. How's everybody doing? I'm a billboard. All right. Mary Boozer's giveaways tomorrow for his 500 subscriber deal. Ethan RC wonders what his next plane should be. You've been getting some stick time and having some success on some things. Why don't you Ethan RC, let's check this kid out, okay? Right now, Ethan, I want you to put the top 2 or 3 planes in your hangar right now that you're flying all the time with success. And then I want you to put what planes you're thinking about getting. And let's see what the community says in the way of advice right now. Go. Olson, what's going on? Already subbed. Yeah, cool. Guys, thumbs up the thing. If you're in here getting value and hanging out and enjoying it, help me out. Let's see. Pardon me on this, but this is what we're doing. We're setting it up. Yep, I'm sure. I tell you what, my favorite Cub is the FMS 1700 Cub that somebody asked about a minute ago. Stacy Highland wants to get the Flightline Corsair. It's a good one. As long as you're up to, if you're ready. Model select. New model. Do you want to create a new model? Yeah. Model type. Fine. Model name. Got to give it. There's too many in here not to name it. Sorry, y'all. Go Mig or go home. That's funny. Fucho, that'll work. All right, cool. And these new radios, you don't have to really turn them off to do the bind, so that's kind of fun. All right, here we go. We're going to bind it up and drop these gear, man. Bam. See, look at that. Isn't that crazy? XT90 and EC5 work together. Is that the coolest thing or what? All right, bind. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I don't want to find it in the menu right now. Come on, turn it off. All right. Bind complete. Nice. I got a dog asleep right above me, dudes. Ethan RC, man. Yeah, can't go wrong with those. All right, let's you guys want to see the landing gear? Ailerons. Is that a thing? Is that a thing now? Since I've screwed up, or was that always a thing that I'm just now paying attention to? Bind plug out. You see Tired Iron Aviation's tip he showed on Facebook this week? Is actually a really smart one. He says never be without a bind plug, and he's got a picture on Facebook of a bind plug in his radio in the back with the battery. Super smart. Let's do it this way because I want you to see the nose gear. You guys ready? I mean, is what it is for a live stream, right? I like it. I like it. Yeah, trailing links. Nice. Whoa. That's tons of deflection. I haven't set a thing up. It's a brand new channel. All that kind of stuff. Oh, nice. I'm leaving the wheels down, yo. Look at that. Looks good. Tell me about it, Grossman. I won't pre-flight it upside down, man. Nope, no lights. No lights on this one. Anybody know price point on this? It's probably on par with the other one. You know what I mean? The V1, which won't be called V1. It'll just be 80 millimeter Futura. Raymond Molina, what is happening? 389, 349. Was that tape on the bottom of the elevator? No. Hangar 51, is that what's up? 329. That's good. The old one, all right, was 329. Cool. I like it. Man, we're an hour in, dudes. Are you for real? Yeah, Craig, you know where to get it. Guys, it looks so good. Let me see what I can show you. Nice metal trunnion retracts. Nice big metal trunnion retracts. And I have a feeling there's those black, those black screws that don't bolt the retract to the wing, but bolt it to itself. They all need tending to. So you get one of these, you take off these gray plastic plates and you hit those. Or you wish you did. Should we just sit with this for a minute? Hey, look at that. I'm going to unplug it. That's one down for tonight so far. Lots of room in there for gyros and stuff like that. I got to get it out of the way, y'all. And there's no room behind us. Guys, what do you think about that thing? It looks good to me. Again, I can't wait to see how it flies. The proof's going to be in the pudding. It really is. It looks neat, though. It looks like a wheelie dog, too. Dennis, did they fall out on you on your Zero? Did you glue them? Or did they fall out before we talked? Yeah, you got to tend to those, man. I mean, that's the one thing, man. Every company has their stuff, right? Their thing. That one little tiny thing they could do a little bit better. And with E-Flight, FMS, and the new Aero stuff, we're seeing those retracts with those 4 little interior screws. They're black, they're small, they thread into brass. And they just are, it's been years they've been doing this same thing. But the free wing and flight line stuff doesn't have that. So I haven't had to mess with that until recently. And I showed you guys on the free wing on the E-Flight F4 exactly how I tend to that issue. If you watch the E-Flight F4 grass field ops video, at the end of that, I show you exactly what I'm talking about. Dave Archer, Foam Tack, Exactly, Dennis. That's what I do too. I've even used tape before. Randy, yes, Star Wars today. I prepped my kid for Empire. We watched whatever the first one was, which is really number 4 or something, last week. Lee Davidson's Hanger. He's a belly lander type of guy. That's cool. There's a handful of those now too, which is neat. FMS is the motor mount screws that attach the motor to the X plate. I've had 3 different planes have them back out. I Loctite them now on the motor mount, huh? Yeah. Michael Roshkid says he doesn't care for 3D, but has an extra. Cool. I've enjoyed doing the FMS extra years ago when I flew it like just a sport plane at low rate, extremely low rates. And then we, which was the book called for, and then we did it, same video with their throw recommendations for high. And man, it isn't for everybody. Yep, guys, good tips here. Foam tack the C-rings as well. Olson Aviation says he's a Warbird guy. I'm a Warbird guy too, first and foremost, but I'm also love just working this stuff. I mean, I've done it for a minute at this point, and that's what, you know, when you're it's just you get to buy what you want. You get to do what you want. Exactly, you know, whatever you want. I'm not complaining at all, but because I work this, I get to do what I want, and what other folks want me to do. So it's not necessarily always something that I would be saving my lunch money for, but it's cool, so fun, so awesome to get to do it. A total blessing. Like it's anybody who says free planes is kidding themselves, and it's almost rude to people who know better. Like, you work. It's time's not free, you know. Anyway, good times. I love to get to fly everything. I don't know. I digress, right? Randy, you are the link droppingest today. Thank you so much for that, man. It's hard to do that all. You guys want to see Kevin? I will now. What I miss? Oh, yeah. Lots of good tips, guys. Really, they are just. There's a lot of working parts to these things. I mean, honestly, to me, I feel like everything that flies more than once has this huge amount of like potential and a little bit of magic that it works at all. I keep looking at that Futura because it looks cool, dudes. I really can't wait to see how it goes, because it looks better in person than I ever thought it looked in real life. And I actually like these paint schemes better. I don't know why. That new paint scheme seems a lot better. Charlie Reed, what's the question? I missed. I see somebody says that I missed a question. Dennis Farley says it. Charlie Reed's got a question. I'm afraid to scroll back. Yeah, you know what else is nice when you're messing with those C-clips, like a Ziploc bag, or like magnets, like having some magnets around and stuff. Grossman, I do the same thing you do. Get it started with a flat one. Do I take tips, Roy? As in, like, tipping is not just an ancient city in China, but to ensure proper service, leave a tip? Or tips, like tricks, like tell me what I'm doing wrong, even though I didn't ask? That kind of tip? Is that the question, Dennis? Arrows RC Corsair, good next plane after old Park Zone T28. The old Park Zone T28. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the 1100 millimeter size. I mean, you can't go wrong with a 1200 millimeter size either. If you were flying that old Park Zone T28 with safe, right? Not AS3X necessarily, but with safe, and a little bit if you had AS3X in your Park Zone T28, the original like 1100 millimeter deal. That thing is super light on the wing loading. It doesn't have retract, so it's bulletproof tough. And if you had AS3X or safe, I think that you probably should go that route still again and cut your teeth some more before you go naked. If you go with the Arrows Corsair or Mustang or Bearcat, you can always put an AS3X receiver in there. But if you're a guy who's rocking safe, he didn't have safe. Brian Chambers, what is happening? Rick, I don't think it looks like an Avanti. The Avanti's more organic and roundish looking to me. It's similar. It is a little bit similar, but that Avanti with that keel under the bottom, which allows that Avanti to get away with a smaller vertical. There's something about that plane that's very special. And this thing, it doesn't have that keel on the bottom. The shape might be a little bit similar, but it's got a bigger vertical because it doesn't have that keel running underneath it. Again, I've gotten off track. It is a good looker though. Charlie Reed, the Park Zone T28 is without safe. Then you're ready to rock, probably. The reason I said ease up before you cheese up is because you get it, right? I mean, if you learn with training wheels on, you're not going to put somebody on, some crazy 10-speed right away. You're going to put them on something like a little easier to deal with. So I think that you're probably ready to go, man. Corsair with the twist and turns aren't going to take a lot of bouncing around for you're going to be messing with the retracts, right? But the one thing no one ever says about a Corsair, though, either, is that the landing gear are way out in front. Just by nature, they almost come down out of the leading edge if they're done right. So, I think you'd be all right. And the thing about a T28 is, of course, that one's super light on the wing loading and all, but it is still a big tubby bird. And of course, there's a tubster too. You know what I mean? Anything with a big radial in the front is kind of tubby. And the Corsair didn't have those wings for aerodynamics. It was just so it could have that big prop on there. So there's definitely drag going on. It is going fast, hard to read it all. It's easy to miss questions. I was going to tell you when you carve the carbon right into the stab, I would have used my soldering iron and melted a trough, but I guess, son of a gun. But I guess the knife was faster. Yeah, just a little bit. I didn't want to cut. The thing about melting it, though, is when you rough up that foam, whether you sand it or you kerf cut it, like with a kind of knife I use, a lot of times I'll use a hacksaw blade, which cuts a nice curve, but it's not too thick. I had a Sawzall blade ready for me at that time. And I also did want to do like kind of a nasty rip of a cut because there's that much more tooth for the glue to grab and kind of almost impregnate the grain of the foam, so to say. If you cauterize it, which is what's going to happen if you melt it, it'd still be good enough, but not for me. But cool tip, man, for sure. Olson took his profile picture at EAA. Hey, Lee Davidson, I'm glad to see you here with this question because you actually asked me, didn't you, on the Facebook page? And I apologize if I didn't get back with you. I saw it and I wanted to answer it. The Facebook page is weird. The groups are really easy to use as well as personal pages, but the page is clunky. The only reason to have a page is if you ever want to like really run ads or treat the thing like a business. But it's one of those things, I've had it for so long, I didn't want to get rid of it because we let it sit for 5 years while we did Motion Social. And man, it had like 1,200 people on it or something. So I was like, I'm not going to get rid of this. So to answer that question now, finally, never heard of it. That's another reason why I didn't jump on the thing, because I have no value to offer other than I've not heard of it. I'm sorry. The question is from Lee Davidson. Ryan, Jumper, Open Protocol Radio. Any good? Never heard of it. Anyone know a supplier for carbon fiber online? We have nothing out here, so online is better. I would look at Killer Planes, actually, because Killer Planes is the guy who, what he called it, crash proofing. He drill holes and insert all this carbon in planes and then sell them to you. Olson, I don't have an S-Bach, man. Nope. But it's probably very similar to the Extra 300. Reckham Roy says he pokes the holes too. Yeah, I mean, if it's somewhere where I'm gonna have to see it, like I'll do a better job of finishing it. But like, man, a big plane like that, I'm never gonna see the bottom of it. And the way I fly, you guys know this, I don't really see the bottom of them then either. Victor, I saw that. Tom Cogswell made a good video to reprogram the safe. That's about time, actually. Hey, Barry, they get a hold of you at Hobby Zone? Hobby Zone, great people. I got to thank them again. That was so fun being there. The show just flew. I can't believe, guys, honestly, that I'm busy. But I got on a plane and we went and did the show there. I can't believe it. It's so fun. This summer, I will be out of town a couple weekends, but I'm going to make sure I can either be live where I'm at or we'll do a premiere. There will still always be some kind of release, upload, show on Saturday nights, unless I'm like on my deathbed, because I've committed to it. We're pushing 10 months now. It's going to be a year really soon, which is so fun, right? Not yet, Ryan. Great talking to you. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you, Barry. Ryan, no, you don't. Low. Seen on national news last night, we'll be shooting down drones in near future in and around airports. What? Any crashes lately? I can't make Cap Mike do the show, and I'd love. He can come anytime he wants. We're buddies. Mike has never been the guy, no matter what, whether it was this channel or Motion's channel. He is not social media guy. I love him to death. And it's cool. Like, it's just not him. I can't get him to do builds. Really, I can get him to show up and we fly and film it. And that's it. I take the content and edit and distribute and do all the behind the scenes, talking to people, working out deals, getting things done. He's just not that guy. He's welcome to come. I tell him every time. I'm he's going to have to kick me in the ding dong for me to ever take his name off the channel, but he ain't coming probably. Let's see. Hey, yeah, anybody getting those P39s yet? 270 bind and fly. I think I want to do one of those, but I also think that they should want me to do one of those, and I don't know if I'm going to get one or not. Kevin, yeah, man, are you? True Tech, thanks for that fantastic tip. True Tech just trimmed his nostril hairs, and it's like the cure for asthma. Who knew? Keep cutting, man. You might find the cure for cancer too. I hope you do. Mojo410 says he's so awesome. Sometimes it's not even funny. They need to give, yeah, wreck 'em Royce. True Tech, I got you, right? That was funny. Back from Walmart. How was it, man? Did you get out of there alive, Ron Upton? Any more weathering done on your Flightline Corsair? If you mean weathering by landing inverted as hard as I can, no. I have not. Actually, one guy asked me to do a weathering video without an airbrush, which is actually easier for me because I haven't used this airbrush yet. I just haven't. I want to. So I don't know, man. I'm going to do weathering on something with the airbrush, and I'm going to also do it without one. Have you guys seen my – should I just bring the fuselage over on the yeah, I think if I document the airbrush deal, hopefully we learn a lot from it. I tell you who I'm going to reach out to. Mary Boozers, and I talked to him before, but I forget. I need to take notes. Like, I really want to know kind of what pressure to start at. And I'm going to buy the paint that's ready to go before I even endeavor to mix my own or water down my own. Because if there's stuff in a bottle that's ready to go right now, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. Hey, you guys, I'm going to show you the fuselage real quick on the FMS jug I'm working on. Since we're talking about weathering, I kind of created depth with two different colors of green, and thank you, Wesley, and I used rattle cans on it, except for the gray on the bottom I brushed. But let me bring it over. Olsen Aviation HRB batteries, they're great to hold your door open if it's hinged in a way that it just shuts automatically, but you want to keep your door open. Throw one of those HRB batteries down there and let it just hold the door open like a dead paperweight would. I'm being mean because I know for a fact that somebody being cheap just completely screwed up $1,000 plane using crap HRB batteries. They're not up to the snuff. Now, if you're flying warbirds and prop planes, you're probably fine. But where do they come from? Let me tell you, let there be no mistake that anybody selling stuff, all the stuff that's available in the world of RC, every one of these people are competing for your dollars. But some of them just schlep the stuff without really any care about the user, us. So you want to get with a vendor who's selling this stuff that you know cares. So the E-flite batteries, I'm sure, are really good. I think they're too expensive. They've got some smart battery technology. I don't need that out of my batteries personally. If I have a good charger that tells me things, I'm really doing great. I fly a lot of Admirals because I spent 5 years there. I have a lot of Admiral batteries, and I'm going to fly them until they die. They've been great. I fly RC Jetworks batteries. They're really good. They're affordable. They're right here in the United States. The C ratings are fantastic, and you can get them in usually whatever kind of connector you want or get an adapter. He also sells rolling tops, which are fantastic. They've been great for me too. So everybody's got their favorite. I don't say go for the cheap batteries. You guys will notice I don't have batteries on my Amazon store because I believe there ought to be some integrity there. And I'm not going to lie. I don't want to put mystery batteries in planes that cost me $500. So if I crash something, it ain't going to be because of that. So So I get my stuff from Andy at RC Jetworks. We're really good friends, and they're really good batteries. And they're usually lighter than everything else, and the C rating's even higher. So that's my answer to that one. Hey, everybody's got experiences that are, look, they're working for Tony S, the HRB batteries, and that's cool. I mean, they would have to be significantly cheaper for me to consider it. And when they are significantly cheaper than the standard, it makes me very suspicious about their quality. Again, prop planes, really light aircraft, it's probably not as crucial that you have the highest C-rated batteries that really balance well. But man, Mike Kennedy makes a good point, not to mention burning your house down because they're cheap and who knows, right? Volatile. So yeah, Roaring Tops are nice, Jeff. I like them. My friend at RC Jetworks, he sells them as well. So Roaring Tops, RC Jetworks batteries, Admirals are great. When we're all talking to each other, and we want a level playing field, it's nice to know everybody's got like this 5,000 or 6,000 or 4,000. So it's great for a point of reference. I flew HRB batteries once in a 70 millimeter F-18, and I felt like I was lucky to hold the thing up in the air. And I think mostly just because it was too big for the plane. Yeah, I think people say good things about Jen's Ace, and that's cool. I just don't have any experience with them, so I can't vouch for them. Mike likes the Panther Graphenes. And you know what? It depends on location for you too. Like, I'm not going to buy batteries from China to save $5. If I was not in America and Hobby King was closer for me, quicker service, maybe I would get those. I used to have to get those from China, and it was always weird. Felt like you had to wait so long to get them. Yeah, balance charge always. Battery tech interests me. There's a lot of that, yeah. Honestly, I fast charge all the time, but I check my cells, and they're even, and they stay even, and they discharge even. When they don't, that's when I'll kill them. But they got to be out, like bad. Guys, you see what I do to my batteries. I'm not just milking it to get the most flight time I can out of a jet. Like if I'm flying a jet for you, I usually ring it. Which is why some of my 6S jet batteries are now only Warbird batteries, because I'm not going to push them that hard anymore. But they're great for tooling around. All right, let me show you. Guys, I love this show so much. I look forward to it. It's like a part of my life, right? I mean, 10 months. Yeah, Dennis, thanks. All right. So let's talk about this a little bit. And I want to talk about my mistakes as well, because they're, especially guys who are just getting into customizing planes. There's things that we can learn. I tried, this isn't what I was thinking about in the way of mistakes, but I did try the ice cube method to get off the stickers. It didn't work for me. Cool, Mike. What, Fred? Thanks, man. You guys, that means the world to me. And it's so very helpful. So you guys can probably, I mean, man, it's as good as I can get for here. There she is, big and beautiful. you kind of see there's almost a couple different colors of green. And then I brushed the gray. The red is still shiny, but it won't be. I can't wait. It looks good to me. I cannot wait to get this job done. But let me tell you what I did to screw up. Okay. When it's time for decals, I completely screwed myself because I used flat paint. Looks great. I like that finish. Dull. I'm going to do satin or flat clear over the red stuff to knock it down because it drives me crazy. Dave Archer, no, this is the FMS 1500 millimeter P47 that's available on the Amazon store and wherever else. Yeah, Huju, man, it's crazy. I've got batteries that have been around for a while. So I always charge at 1C though. I never go higher than 1C. And I don't want to get into battery talk because I'm really not the guy. I just go with the basics and stick with it. So if I have a 5,000 milliamp hour anything, 3S, 4S, 6S, whatever, 1C means don't go past 5 amps on the charge. 3,000. If I have a 3300, I won't go past 3.3. On the charger. Barry Boozer says use a hobby iron. Yeah, I'm not going to buy a hobby iron. I mean, it's a good tip. Use a hobby iron when you apply the decals and they will stick fine on the flat paint, Ryan. Thank you. I appreciate that. However, what I really should have done was just went with the gloss, even though I can't stand gloss, put my stickers on and then satined my clear coat all at once to knock the shine off. So I've kind of screwed myself. So what I'm going to do, though, you guys have seen it on airplanes. It actually looks really cool. I remember I did a P40, an FMS P40 custom job on the FMS one, the B model. And looking at original photographs, they had moved the Tiger around. And so where they put the new paint on, they had either cleaned or prepped or I don't know, right? I mean, they did something where they put the new graphics. So I'm wondering if I just did some brush on clear stuff where I know I'm going to put stickers. And it really is just what you can make up and get it done. I'm not going to buy $30 stickers though and have them peeling up because I put them on flat paint. And I don't have a hobby iron. And I would be afraid to use one around foam, even though I know guys can do it. It's not for me. Like I'm pretty handy on a house, but I'm not going to learn how to sweat copper when I know how to do PEX and PVC and like threaded pipe, black pipe and stuff. I'm just not going to learn how to sweat copper. Don't need to. I can do shingles, but I'm not going to learn how to do Sheriff Goslin. I just don't want to. I do hardwood and ceramic tile and slate and whatever, but I'm not going to learn how to I'm not going to put in linoleum. I just won't. There's some things I'm not going to do. So that's my wheelhouse. So the wing though looks really cool. And somewhere in my archives, I was filming this stuff too. So one day, you'll see the paint job on this plane. I did try to document it. So I brushed the bottom of the wing and then sprayed the top. And there's a little bit of, you can almost see some weathering behind the 50 cals right now. And that was just, I did it with my fingers. But yeah, I love this paint actually. And I show you what paint it is in the video. It's like camouflage paint. Like one of them, I use two colors. One of them is a generic, it's got a deer on the can, camo paint from like Tractor Supply. And then the other is still a camo paint, but it's like Rust-Oleum or something. I can't remember. Maybe Krylon, but it's in the video. I documented what I use. So anyway, this thing's going to be the Tuskegee Airman Red Tails P47. I'm really excited about it. I hope I can get the son of a gun done soon. Ron says, if I can't rattle can it, it ain't happening. Hey, you know what? I got it in me tonight. So we're an hour and a half. Do you guys, yes, 1500 millimeter FMS P47. Dave Kowalski got one the other day. These things are great. I've had two. Reckham Roy's like the metal patches I did on the Corsair. Guys, I'm so glad to actually get to do that video. And I told you early on I was excited about that one coming out because I was thinking there would be a lot of value in it for you guys who want to see how I do things, because normally I'm so busy I don't make the time to show a repair job I might do. I just do it. But I've been doing those metal patches that way for a while. And before I was using like a business card underneath the metal tape. So you see it in the video if you watch it. I cut the business cards kind of like a panel, and then I cut that aluminum foil tape just a tiny bit bigger so it can stick. I glued those business cards down, and that allows that foil to stay nice and flat. I mean, that foil's so thin, if you just tape it over the hole, it's going to show really bad what that hole is, whatever shape that was. You guys remember that it's a hollow wing, and basically there's a hole all the way through it. You're not going to fill it, or you'd just be so heavy on that side. So, I mean, for me, it's a really cool, lightweight patch that looks badass and super scale. And I used a finish nail to do the like rivet. I'm glad you guys like that. I had fun. I couldn't wait to get that one out to you. Thanks, Barry G. Nice. Best use for a business card ever, says Mitchell Farley. Yeah, I added the ever. I paraphrase. Yeah, Grossman. I mean, I just glued it down. I just cut those. I mean, watch it. It's in the video, although like I probably time-lapsed it pretty fast, but it's just a business card, man. It could be anything, manila folder, whatever. And just cut it to size that you want. And then, hey, see you later, Jeffs. Custom RC. Guys, keep checking out Jeff. Everybody's working really hard to bring the videos, man. Jeff's Custom RC, guys, check him out. And if you want to see another guy who does a hell of a job customizing and airbrushing his airplanes, check out Jeff's Custom RC, guys. Looking for my third EDF, anything super cool and super cheap. What are your first two EDFs, Lee Davidson? Hey, you guys want to see this trainer plane? I do. I want to see that damn nose gear so bad. That nose gear. You guys want to see it? All right. We got 81 cats. I tell you what, man, we are on to something over here, aren't we? Thank you, David Quibido, for that comment. It actually means so much to me when you guys say stuff like that. The comments that have come in on that Corsair repair video have been really, really supportive, really, really nice. Made me feel like I wasn't a really, really fool for working so hard on a video like that. Pull out the trainers. Trainers are fun, man. They actually really are. You know, everybody talks about the pucker factor. When you fly the big money, to me, it's big money. I know there's a lot bigger money out there flying, but like this big money. The jets, $500, couple $100 worth of batteries in them. That's big money, man. So the pucker factor is strong with this one, right? May the 4th be with you and all. So, it's nice to fly something that not that you're not worried about it, but it's just your confidence is just soaring because, it moves so slow. It doesn't weigh nothing. High wing. Let's see this thing. All right. Stuart Perks. Barry G saw 3 real T-33s today. Awesome. I want you guys to tell me what shirts you want me to make next, too. And we'll, pick the best. Lee Ivan Tador is recommending to Lee the Free Wing Stinger on 3S. That's not a bad choice. If you're wanting a jet trainer, you never know. You might just hang on tight. Maybe somebody will release one sometime. All right, get this baby out of here for a minute. Guys, I am starting to not have room for stuff. You guys want to hang out? You guys want to hang out with me? 2-hour show, 2-hour show. Easily. When I want some speed, though, out with the FMS P51 or the Flightline Bearcat. You hopped him up, didn't you? Papa Boozer's hilarious. He'll be here all week, folks. He says he wants a GWS Slow Stick t-shirt. Except he always calls it GMS. Heck, it's a 4-hour show. If it's a 4-hour show, y'all are going to drop bombs like you do for Ninja. You guys know who Ninja is? Is like a streamer, a Twitch video game dude. And the P40 has the 6S system out of the crashed P47. Grossman, are you going to Neffy this year, dude? Are you going to Neffy, man? This thing will be fun. Stand by. All right, dudes. You might be able to get a load of this from the picture a little bit. That front gear. But it looks like a nice, durable, high-wing Cessna style trainer. And 1,220 millimeters is about, what, 50 inches, dudes? Shirt with the Lancaster. 4 days to get there and 4 days back. Whoa. I got you, Grossman. Dang. Should have a design a t-shirt competition. Put the FMS 2100 kV fan in F86 waiting for a good day to try it out. That'll be sweet. What is he opening? Plastic Aviator. Good to see you. Instagram's awesome. Unisonic 72. How do you fix dents and scrapes in foam airplanes? Honestly, there's a million ways, but I would watch that Corsair fix video right here on this channel. It'll be the best 40 minutes of your life. It does look like a Cessna. Dudes. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh, I have no room at all to do stuff. You guys should see this place. Wing looks good. It's got these slick screw down deals too, which is going to make it easy for guys to transport it without necessarily needing any kind of tools. But honestly, the thing I want to see the most is that nose gear. So there's hardware for the floats right here. Nice, good sized tires. And tough landing gear. No like scale bits to worry about, which is actually kind of nice sometimes. Here's the rest of the float kit deal. These are going to go together sweet. If it's anything like the other FMS floats that I know how they work, there's flat spots in here, which means it's going to be really slick. What did I miss, guys? You guys being jerks to each other or to me? This particular version has floats. Really nice. It's got a plastic keel right here, and there'll be set screws and things like that for all the hardware, which is really cool. And again, stay tuned right here to this channel because I'll do a full assembly video. And the reason I do assembly videos is not because they're tricky, but because I want you to see them better than I can show you on a live stream. So this is the one that's got the rudder for steering. I mean, honestly, you guys really, it's crazy that I hold out and wait to open these till the show because I wanted to see what this nose gear was about so bad I couldn't stand myself. So this is a nice looking plane, by the way. Quality wise, it really reminds me of the stuff I saw out of the 1700 millimeter Cub. All right, give me a minute and we'll get this closer to you. because this is going to kill you. Just hold on. This is crazy. That nose gear. So fun. Dude, I told you it looked like a Cessna. So it's got this super well-designed landing gear action. The struts go into plastic bits here. The tail obviously screws on right there and looks like threaded brass inserts here. You'll see a better look of it when I do the build. I didn't dig the hardware out, but like I said, it's going to be some hand done very easily, wing nut style. Look at this. I mean, it's this thing. A lot of guys I saw them when they were showing it off online at first, and they were acting like this was not going to be a good, like it was going to bend too much and break props. And honestly, it might if you land that hard. But this spring is a monster, but it also doesn't seem to weigh a lot for what it is. It does look like a miniature Carbon Z. It's got some, the door handle and some hinges and stuff like that on it, some panel lines, a little bit of rivet detail. Of course, there's a spinner for the front. And we have the floats, but obviously this is what this plane's all about. Look at this. It really does take some effort to move this around like this. Yeah, if you're leaving, guys, that's cool. I get it. It's been 2 hours, but if you had a good time, thumbs it up if you're going. This is called the Ranger from FMS, and it will be available at all your favorite retailers. I suggest you get it on my Amazon store if you'd like to help support this channel. Now, this one came from FMS, so it's got an XT60. I think if you get it from Horizon, though, it's gonna have EC3s. Nice. There's actually a lot of room up here. I want to look at the book real quick because I want to see what it says spec-wise. So it's great. That's a solid little bird, guys. That's nice. You guys want to mock it up a little bit, kind of? Yep, FMS Ranger. I'm sure it's a 3S bird because it's like 50 inches. Let's check out the spec, guys. What's the price point? Man, I don't know. Honestly, it's probably not too bad. Look at the price on the FMS 1700 millimeter Super Cub. It is amazing. $3S battery. They're saying light, like a 1300. You guys, man, 1300, 1800, 2200. This plane, I just know because I've flown enough of this stuff. Because of the size of it, this plane would easily take a 3000 or 3300 3S as well. No problem. I actually really like that color. I really do. Oh, sweet. Check this out, dudes. So these, you know how our missiles, rockets, and drop tanks attach? That's what they did here too. And you'll see it later in the assembly, but it goes in and then it slides back. Just like when we're attaching ordnance and things like that. Is that cool or what? Oh, what the hell? Let's put the wheels on it too. It's nice, guys. This is going to be a lot of fun, this one. Man, 2 hours. You guys cool? Hanging out? Here's those like wing nut things I was talking about for attaching the top of the wing. Little plastic bit for holding the landing gear in. I'm just going to sink one screw just so I can hold it on its gear. Set it up. A few different sizes on this one for screws. So you will actually have to read the manual. All right, the wing is, oh, and those gear are actually pretty spongy too. That's nice. And then this, there's really only one way to fit it in there. You see that little knob on it? So it goes and then you turn it. And there's an arrow on the top. So you know. There you go. Which way it has to go. This is out of control. Dudes. There it is. I mean, I'm not going to put the tail on, but look at that baby. Dude, this thing's going to be fantastic. And it's small enough, you don't really probably need to take it apart, but you can. I can't get over this. I've never seen that. So, I mean, like I said, it's like ordnance. You just bring it forward and it'll come out. Of course, I got the wing on so good now, it's not gonna, which is good. You don't want it to. And then there's a spinner in the box for the front. But nice and light, nice and tough. These are gonna take a beating too. And there's no scale bits like wheel pants and things like that to catch up in the grass or break. And then, of course, we got that, which, look, if you're learning, you're going to break props anyway. Whether or not you have this landing gear, at least you're only breaking props, not landing gear too. This thing looks to be super tough and well designed. And it sits nice and tall. Guys, this thing's going to be a lot of fun, actually. I can't believe it. How cool is that, dudes? I've been looking forward to seeing that, how that they did that nose gear all week long. Good question. The plane does not have flaps. The panel lines are all there. It'd be easy to add them if you wanted to, but it's not like there's preparations that have been made. The plane, it does not have flaps. Super simple. Super simple. And you know what? It's okay. It doesn't have flaps, especially if you're trying to teach people with it, because when a plane like this has flaps, they always pitch up when you drop them. So it's all right. People won't have to deal with that. And it's so nicely low, nice and light that it is going to be great. If it comes in under $200, I'm getting one. The Fireman 285 says, yeah, man, get it from the store. Doesn't really need flaps. Sure. Dennis Farley, right? I'm telling you, that's the beauty of my position, is I get to do stuff and see it and get my hands on it that I probably wouldn't get a chance to otherwise, but I get to, and it's brilliant. Dave Archer, 100% agree. Flaps can confuse in a trainer, especially if it puts the nose up, which it's, yeah, Grossman, the spinner's in the box. I'd be fly it in the basement right now, says Roy. I'd be surprised if it doesn't have a spinner. Like, let me go see for sure. Yeah, and it just clicks. So I'm not going to attach it because there we go. It clicks in, and I want to show that in the assembly video, so I'm not going to click it in all the way. But there you go. You see it hanging there. Pretty nice. If it's not in the store, it's going to be. I'll make sure I put it in there. I can be your sidekick, Ryan, since Mike is tied up. Where you at, Kevin? Wow, Dave. I'll try to. Some of these aren't to market. I don't know if they're to market yet. Probably not. So as soon as they are, they'll be available on the store, and also if Horizon, if you have to go there. But honestly, if you get them through my store, they're coming from Horizon anyway. It's a cool thing. It's called influencer marketing. Guys that have an audience are able to get in on the action. And why shouldn't I be able to if for 7 years I've been selling planes, right? Let's do this thing. I'll tell you the truth. You decide what you want to do, and that's what it is. Foam tires or rubber. The front tire is a harder rubber tire, but it's probably foam inside, but it's not very soft, which doesn't surprise me. And then they're foam on the back, but they're also easily changed. If you wanted something else, I mean, you could do it. And again, a 50-inch wingspan, little light baby like this, you could put whatever you wanted on there. I don't think you would want to go messing with the sizes too much, though, because it's already got a decent angle of attack and all that. I mean, if anything, you would go a hair smaller. I wouldn't go bigger, because bigger will give you this kind of thing. And then when you do finally rotate, it'll be too abrupt. Yeah, Kevin, it is nice and light, but also not like chintzy. Guys, do we find a price on this thing yet? Do you mind if I try to find it right now? FMS 1220 millimeter Ranger. Let's see. Probably have to go to the FMS website. Looking for a price, y'all. Anybody find it? $159. Tom Heat Dirks. Cool. He says he just saw a video of this flying on floats. Looks good. I'm not surprised. Yeah, $159 is good, Nicholas Horianopoulos. Is that what it is? That's a good price. Usually whatever price you find, as long as it's usually always the same because of the yeah, that's like lira. I don't know what that means in American money. Let's see, dudes. They're not going to price it on the Facebook page. Yeah, Randy, where did that copy come from? I see that. Yeah, good float trainer, Tom Heat Dirks. Are you in the Netherlands, man? I'm going to have to open up my store for international. It's funny. I run social media for me, who there's no boundaries, right? The love of the hobby. And then I'm running one for local here where we are. And Michigan. All right, cool. Yeah, Tom, man, if you're into this plane, consider getting it from my Amazon store. As soon as they're available, I'll put it on there. It's going to be a plug and play plane. You know what I mean? Motion sells a Hawk Sky with gyro for $205, so not sure where they will try and kick this in, especially with floats. I mean, I'm not sure they'll carry it. Yeah, I don't care what they do with this, but it's available from FMS and at Horizon and whoever sells FMS, which is also me on Amazon once it's available, which is cool, right? Hobby Zone has this stuff too, and if they don't, they can get it because they're dealers for Horizon Hobby. Horizon Hobby is the exclusive source for FMS planes in the United States, and that's how I'm able to do it through Amazon because it's the Horizon Hobby storefront on Amazon. Yeah, man. I don't know. Hopefully pretty soon. Yeah, FMS has been awesome to work with, and they're getting me this stuff early. So hopefully really soon. But I'll definitely drop, when they're available and I can put them on the site, I'll post on Facebook that stuff is out. All right, guys. Ken Martin, somebody want to drop a link to this? If you're on mobile and you click a link, you get taken off the chat. Wow, Mary Boozer is very fast. That's the link right there to the store, Ken. But if you don't want to do it right now, which is cool, man, hang out. Treat my YouTube channel like a website. Go to the homepage of my YouTube channel right here. And in the banner art, there's links for Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Amazon store, and Facebook. So really, did I say Instagram too? It gets you to everywhere you really need to go. I mean, my Teespring store you can always find in the description of places, but those are the big ones right now. Thank you, guys. It really makes a difference, man. I mean, it makes a difference. I appreciate it when you guys stop by. That store does fantastic, actually. It's a very small bit that I'm able to commission wise that we get, but small, like 2 to 3%. But it's better than a kick in the teeth, and it helps. So we can keep bringing stuff here to video because we you know what? I buy the stuff I want to fly. But I also buy the stuff you all want to see. So it all helps. Thank you. RC Wows dude says that ain't worth $159. You're right. It's probably worth $189, especially if it's coming with floats, man. Any tips on doing larger conversions like this? I feel like I've missed something. Yeah, man, floats. This thing comes with floats. You guys, if you're on the chat right now and you're not already subscribed to Merry Boozers, they do a live stream every Sunday, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And he's having his 500 subscriber giveaway tomorrow, which is a Merry Boozered Out, super duper weathered F86 hand launch job and like 2 shirts. They've got a bunch of cool squadron shirts on their store. I was wearing one for the Corsair video. I got two different Flying Tiger long sleeve shirts from the Boozer store, which I love them. Honestly, I have so much stuff from Teespring right now. Like I think we've all been really good for their bottom line lately. For between my store and the Boozers store, Teespring's blowing up aviation style right now. Yeah, Brian Chambers, this plane, my plane anyway, came with a set of floats. I can't imagine they'd sell this without them, but I don't know. I think they do though. I think that 1700 millimeter Super Cub I did of FMS, ours came with floats, but I think it's also available without them. So don't take my word for it. Read the book. 335, Randy. What are you talking about? This? That's an outrage. No way. There's no way it'll be that much. Reckham Roy's trying to drop a link. Man, I don't know, man. Copy and paste. Does it have metal servos? I don't know. A plane like this, 3S power, son of a gun, does it matter? I don't know. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say probably not, but it's the specs will tell us. Let's see. Did I get the book out? I didn't need it. Let's see. That's an F-16. That's not it. There we go. Ranger. The Fireman 285. Do the Hanger Rat shirts have big logo on the back? You mean the ones that are this like squadron style Hanger Rats? Does it have the big one on the back too? They don't. They can. If it's a deal breaker, I'll make it happen. 229. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't shoot the messenger. I tell you, it makes arrows look really good. Listen, Dan even said on the show, those prices will go up eventually too. Those are introductory prices you're seeing right now at Hobby Zone. You know, like what, 169, 189 for these 3S Warbirds. You know, that's a honeymoon that will end. What are we looking up on the Metal Gear servos? Holy crap, Mitchell. Thanks, man. I think it does come with floats no matter what. Here's the deal. It doesn't say Metal Gear servos that I'm seeing right now. As the newest member of the FMS multi-purpose aircraft lineup, the 1220 millimeter Ranger retains all the fantastic features that pilots have come to expect from FMS. Stable flight characteristics, easy to assemble airframe, and realistic general aviation inspired design. Built with ultralight EPO foam, the large high-winged airframe configuration gives the Ranger low wing loading and extraordinary amounts of lift, even at slow speeds. Robust plastic struts give extra strength to the wings during aerobatic maneuvers, and the patented high-strength tricycle landing gear makes ground handling a breeze. A great aircraft is nothing without a great, dependable power system. FMS has equipped the Ranger with a 3136 1200 kV Outrunner motor with a 20-amp Predator ESC, which allows the Ranger to climb almost vertically on demand. In the box, the Ranger comes with 2 sets of landing gears, a high-strength metal landing gear for ground ops, and a pair of floats with an integrated rudder for water ops. Designed with yellow and white high-vis color scheme, the Ranger can always be easily oriented, even in gloomy, overcast weather. Like the Super EZ and the Kingfisher, the Ranger is designed with ease of assembly in mind, requiring only 6 wheeled landing gear or 10 for the floats, screws to completely assemble. The longest wait time is the time it takes to charge the battery. Great manual, by the way. It wasn't that long ago that these things were horrendous to try to read. If it had Metal Gear servos, they would say so, because it's like a feature. It doesn't need them on a plane this light. We got along a long time without them as well. They're cool, but I mean, it's all right. You either want it or you don't. Dave's RC 255. Yeah, only 20 amps surprised me too, but the prop is not gonna be killer, right? So let's see. What's the prop? Does it tell me? It does on it probably, but it's so bloody dark in here, man. That's just because I didn't put it on yet, dudes. We're chilling. The prop, man, I want to know what it is now. Sometimes you can feel it like it's printed on it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like a 10.6 or something. I get it, Grossman. Yeah, man. First crash already. Come on, Boozer. Yeah, it doesn't say, I don't think. And it's already on here, so it may not tell me. It's really good with the screws. The manuals are way better than they used to be. The part number for the prop is FMS PRO-PO22, which would probably tell us what the prop is. If I were worried about it, I trust them, so I'm not. But if you have to replace it, you need to know what it was. 2 sweet airplanes, man. No doubt. No doubt. Oh, the prop is that thing on the front. Dennis, thanks. I wasn't sure. Yeah, Eric Quinn, man, everybody went up. It does look like a 10-inch, says Roy. I would agree. So 189 for a cool paint job. I'll pass. All right, man, you don't like it. I got you. Hey, you guys kicked out somebody. Wesley, you should text me, tell me what he said. So I never get to see what the jerks say because you guys kick them out so fast. I appreciate that. Now, Ryan, that nose gear doesn't save reverse controls. I wish it did. That'd be sweet. Guys, man, so I'm not even going to say this week because there's just a lot to do. Oh yeah, Nicholas, the Corsair ailerons were reversed, man. It was my fault. Totally my fault. Grossman likes the zip tie method. Yeah, dude. It is totally my fault. I was super pumped. It was super cold, and I was in a super hurry, and I screwed up my $460 airplane. But I tell you what, I know a guy who turns lemons into lemonade. I will continue to make videos off of that Corsair. We did the crash video. We did the take it to the hospital and assess the damage video. We did the repair video, and I did a maiden flight redemption video. I don't know if I did a live stream with it or if I unboxed it. Or is he back? What's the problem, man? Papa Boozer, man, you're right. I'll have to wear a helmet with this one. Hey, man, here's the big tip of the day. If you don't like the show, don't stick around. It's so easy. It's cool. If you don't like what you're seeing or hearing or the people in the chat or me, then what are you doing here? All right, Dave. Thank you, man. Airplane related or just straight up asshole? What was his deal? We're hanging out tonight. I don't give a rip. This is the Pilot's Lounge. We're 2.5 hours in. I missed you guys. Last week was awesome, but super hectic. We oh goodness, a spoiler. That's too bad. That's better than cussing me out, though, I suppose. Rolling circles inverted with that beast. Oh, man, that's awful. Who would do that? Miserable, I suppose. I feel sorry for him. I'm being as nice as I can be. All right. So, guys, man, 2.5 hours. Minneapolis was awesome. I was there for like a very short time. I tell you what, I wish you guys could have all been there at dinner with me and Dan, because I got to tell you, he was completely blown away with the prep for the show. And the pun is completely intended when I really do, for the most part, fly by the seat of my pants. But what I actually talked to him yesterday, I told him we didn't prep for the show really much at all. We were out at dinner talking business and having just a good time. Nice guy. You guys, yeah, support me on Amazon, all that stuff. But Hobby Zone, guys, keep an eye on that Aero stuff. It is really cool. And oh man, you guys know it's a wonderful life, that darn savings and loan should exist just to keep us all from having to run to Potter. You know what I mean? So places like Hobby Zone and Motion, it's nice. Otherwise, there's really kind of just, the big dogs. It's good to have other stuff going on, guys. It keeps the big dogs in check. So support the little dogs. Old man Potter. Yeah, you never know, Victor. Hanging rats don't die. Yeah, good time in Minnesota. You guys, again, thank you so much for making this thing a success. But so we're talking yesterday a little bit. He reached out to me to try to get some of your emails, you guys who won. And again, he was blown away at my lack of preparation, to be honest with you. And I told him, I was like, you know what? Because this thing has gone on for like about 10 months now, show 39, right? So what is that? 39 divided by 4, somebody do the math. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So we're getting there, almost 10. So Anyway, it's late. When you do a thing this often, consistently, what happens is it becomes, Wesley knows, anybody who's doing this weekly knows that it becomes a part of your everyday DNA where you really are thinking about, I'll start thinking about Saturday tomorrow, So not that it will mean I can develop some crazy, ahead of time show, so to speak, because I got to film, building these, edit these, get them out, all that kind of stuff. So it's great hanging out with y'all here, but I love it when you pop in on the videos that we release during the week. I said it earlier in the show, if you're still here and you're a subscriber, thanks. But if you want to see the new stuff and not miss out, sometimes I'll put up 2 or 3 videos a week besides this. Hit that notification bell because YouTube thinks for you. So it will notify you sometimes, but not all the time, when one of your people you're subscribed to has posted new videos. So if you want to be aware of new videos posting for real and not miss one, tap that notification bell. Captain Blosh, I salute you. Good morning. What time is it for you, man? 5 in the morning? Good to see you, Blosh. We're still hanging out, man. We're going to be a 3-hour show tonight. A 3-hour show. Blosh, hey, I know you guys were really busy when I reached out to you the other day, but you got to hit me in Messenger. I want you guys to get a couple shirts, and if you want them, and I'll pay for them. So hook that up. Let's get it done. That Teespring's international, so it should work out. If not, then I'll get them and we'll ship them. But I think you should be able to get them, and then I'll PayPal you the money, man. I'd love to have you wearing them on the show, and I want a shout out from you guys. I want a shout out. From Captain Blosh and Pilot Robert. Y'all give me a shout out, man. I need to increase this thing. I'm growing this hard. Is it early there? What time is it there, man? 9:30 in Cody, Wyoming, says Grossman. It's 11:30 here. Hanger rats in the house. Yeah, Lee. I got a lot to save up to make that happen, but I would love to go to Slovenia and do a show. I'd love it. Hey, you know what? I haven't been doing the show yet for a year. Maybe we'll get a big sponsor. Most of these podcast style shows have sponsors. You guys are the sponsors, right? I'm the sponsor. You guys are the sponsors. Zero Dark 30 in Eastern Europe. We live in a pretty kind of rural area in Indiana. So as soon as it starts getting dark around here, we call it Deer 30 because you have to look out. You'll hit one. Just do it. Easier said than done. Randy Maiden. Blosh, that's really nice, man. Appreciate that. See you guys in a couple of weeks. What, back on the show, Grossman? All right, man. Appreciate you coming by. Good to see you. Thanks so much. Plastic Aviator asks, any West Coast Whittier Narrows foyers on here? You mean flyers, probably. Victor's going to try a new 4K action cam for recording your flights. Do you post directly to YouTube or do you edit at all, Victor? I'm just saying, if you edit at all, software doesn't tend to like 4K. You have to work in proxies to kind of trick it into dealing with it. It's tomorrow in Slovenia. Papa Booster loves the Bearcat. Great warbird. Good speed on 3S pack. Very stable flight performance. Mike Kennedy's 3 hours north of Whittier. Lee Davidson's Hangar says, all my 105 videos are from a tactic drone view. Randy says he loves you guys. Blosh. Brian Chambers says 0.49 engine rocks. Is that what Blosh had in that biplane? Dudes, I really don't get a. I wish I could watch more videos, but I hopped in on Dave's live last night, and it's like I gotta bounce, man. I filmed the build assembly on the little Corsair, and then set up for the F-16. Didn't get it done. Starting to get tired, y'all. I'm gonna probably wrap it in 10. I love this show, guys. Thanks so much. Minnesota was crazy awesome. Anybody know Mason Jackson? Tell him to get a hold of Hobby Zone or me with credentials. We need emails and stuff for him so we can get him his gift certificate. Nicholas, I have not flown the E-Flight F-15. However, Mary Boozer has. Check out Mary Boozer's YouTube channel, because he does a good job also at telling you what he's doing and what kind of language the plane is giving him and how he responds. I do have coffee, Kevin. I do. I need some more. That's 1.5. It's my eyes, man. I worked hard today. We had baseball and then a bunch of stuff with the kids all day. And then I did some brick work and mowed the yard and watched Empire Strikes Back with the kids. I really should have been charging packs this whole show, because tomorrow I'm going out. That's the thing, man. I give my family the weekend. That's really when we fly. If we're going to film anything, and unless I'm just way behind, it's either Saturday or Sunday. If we got stuff going on, then that's cool. If my family's first, we do it. We do it hard, and we did all day. We just were together all day. Beautiful weather, and it would have been great flying weather, but that's cool. My kids they're only little once, and so we had a great day. And then tomorrow it's gonna be a great day too. And Dad's gonna hop out and go fly some planes. Yeah. I want to get I need a bigger car. The Futura needs to fly. Hopefully I can get the tail glued up on this F-16 in the morning so it's ready to go. I want to get that done and then ship back off. Mike Kennedy bought that one, so that plane's going back to him when we're done. Just like when we did the BAE Hawk, Mike Kennedy bought that, man, sent that to us, and we did it and sent it back. No editing, says Victor. I missed something. Sorry, guys. Mike doesn't hang out much anymore, says Dennis Farley. There's nothing weird about it. I explained this earlier. Mike can come anytime he wants to the show. We're good buddies. We talk a few times a week, and Mike doesn't do a lot of the behind the scenes social media kind of at all. But he's great for when it's time to go out to the field and film and fly. He's my best flying buddy in town, and I just love him. And I'll keep him as long as he's into it. I will keep him around. I love him. We started this thing together. So yeah, it's still Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike, man. Even though he's not here, I do most of the talking anyway. I wish he were here. it's fun when I have somebody else like Dan. When we were in Minnesota, it was great because he could carry it, man. And I'd go back and go to the bathroom. I never get to do that. So yeah, man. Yeah, nothing's up. He just didn't come, man. He knows he can. Yeah, Blosh, I know you know what's up. Robert talks all the time. Someone has to, man, or there's no reason to roll film, kind of. It depends what you're doing. For real, Brian Chambers, that's the deal. I give it all to my family, man, and then when it look, responsible dad will always put himself last, man. It's okay. It's cool. And I'm able, because of social media, like when I get little moments during the day, I'm able to try to do something, which is great. It's cool. Today, I had 2 hours that I was going to film a build. And I was like, you know what, man, I got to get that window fixed. If it rains, there's nothing to keep the water from I've already dug out all the bad mortar and stuff on this windowsill. And it's like, I got to fix it. I got 2 hours, man. I mean, I want to film a build, but it's like, I gotta do what I gotta do, man. And you're right. You don't feel guilty when you act that way because you did your duty. And then when it's time to go play, hey, don't call me. I'll be back at dinner. You know what I mean? I'll be back at bedtime because one day a week, I got to get one day a week, try to get some flying done for my soul. Guys, 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, but hopefully not tomorrow, right? Wesley, the youngin', got to go to bed, man. See you. Later, Boozers. Check out Boozers tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time for his big 500 subscriber giveaway. Giving away a couple shirts, also an airplane that they weathered. Check it out. Check it out. Whoo-wee, guys. Duty. Did I say duty? I probably did. See you later, Boozers. Oh, no. Lee Davidson said he needs some wind for a day so his F-15 will fall out of the tree it's in. Then I'll have a good video. The camera's on the plane. Crazy. Blosh has a Pitts with a gas engine ready to go. Yeah, the Pitts would be snappy. Man, I still want to do that E-Flight Pitts, but it's just I can't make it happen. Thanks, Hanger Rats. Keep them flying. See you at the show tomorrow night. Hope you win the plane or a shirt. I appreciate that, man. I'll just be there. I'm good. I appreciate it. I'm good. I've won already. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Thank you, though. Thanks. We'll give it to someone else. All right, dudes, for real, like 5 minutes. We'll wrap it up. You guys have a safe time in the field tomorrow. I have to go ice my shoulder. My girls outplayed me in bowling tonight. Love you guys. Yeah, man. We do baseball and I pitch. But it's a machine. Thump, thump. It's kind of nice, man, because depending on where you put the stitches, you can make the ball do what you want, which is really fun. And it's kind of nice in 2019 to be able to yell at a bunch of kids. It's all about how to play baseball, though, which is fun. They're great. We won. We crushed it today. And we got rained out We've only had 2 practices, and we got rained out of 2 more, and then it was game day today. But the kids did awesome. I get to coach my boy, which is just dream come true, really, right? Have a good night, guys who are dipping. Thumbs it up on your way out, people. Appreciate that. Plastic Aviator, anybody on Instagram, check this dude out. Plastic Aviator, let me give you a wrench real fast. Add moderator. Just because. Any of you guys on Instagram, follow Plastic Aviator as well as me and Ethan's RC. He's got one too. Facebook's cool. A lot of you guys are on Facebook, and demographically, age-wise, and everything, it doesn't surprise me, and it's okay. But man, there's so much of the same. I'm guilty of it too. It almost gets spammy. I mean, I like it. I really do, but it almost gets spammy sometimes because of groups now. So it's easy I do it too, post the same stuff in different groups, and that's cool. It's fine, but there's also a lot of copy. There's a lot to read. What we do is very visual. Instagram's great, man, because you just get to scroll through, and it's for your phone. I mean, don't sit there and try to do Instagram on your desktop. It's just not as easy to use that way. It's really not how it's designed, but it is very mobile friendly, and it's visual. So it's clean, it's slick. Just scroll through and read captions if you want, but usually it's just like you go so fast. If you like something, you like something. But Plastic Aviator does some fantastic scale weathering and detail on smaller models. And he flies RC, but his work is dynamite, and he documents it very well. So Plastic Aviator on Instagram is a treasure if you enjoy seeing fine skill and artwork out in front of you. This is it. Kevin Jones. I run for my vintage. Lee Davidson says he runs Facebook and Instagram pages for Vintage Motocross Canada, so I know how hard it is to keep up. Yeah, man. You can see why me and Mike let our channel sit still for 5 years, because we were running the motion one. And once we didn't have to do it anymore because James is over there doing a great job, we obviously would go back to where we began. So that's why this is what it is, man. It's funny. It's talking baseball a little bit, Fred. You're welcome, Plastic Aviator. Hey, Blosh, see you later, man. Take care, man. We all love you guys. Keep it up. Thanks so much for coming over. It's always a pleasure, and we'll get together this week. I want to see you guys wearing some Pilot Ryan Captain Mike shirts, man. I need a shout out, dude. I want to grow this thing. I grew a channel to 26,000 and then left. So I want to get this one up. It's happening, but let's go. Out. Kevin, see you later, my friend. See you later. William Walrus says, say hello to Robert. Yeah, Robert was in the chat last week. That was cool. Man, I'm pushing 3. So what? John's ATV Adventures, what's going on? Lee Races Motocross. Yeah, I'm running another Instagram too for a local business, which is interesting. I've learned a lot doing this. I mean, I've learned it's all been RC. That the only reason I even exist online at all, honestly, is because of RC. Otherwise, I never needed it. But I've done this for a minute, and because when you fall in love with something and you obsess over it, you just can't get enough of it. So I ended up finding RC groups years ago, which led me down the rabbit hole to where we are right now. Really. because I was off the grid otherwise. We will help you because you two are our inspiration from the start. Thanks, Blosh. That's fantastic. Hey, ailerons, love RC. Tell me where did that come from? Did you guys do that already? Because I want to know where that ailerons came from, because I know I completely screwed up because I reversed ailerons on my stuff, but I could see that happening to someone else too. And I wondered, what's the story on ailerons? Did you guys do something, Blosh? Did Robert reverse them or something? What is this? I see it all over the social right now. Robert keeps saying it before maiden. Is that recently, or did he always do that? Like I want to know. I wonder if I had anything to do with that. That's hilarious. Victor Shamulus, 39 shows. Yes. And I got to tell you, Dan and Kathy are blown away that we can just do this and not necessarily have an agenda. I told them initially the whole idea was to do interviews and things like this. Okay. Long time. I get it, Blosh. I kind of thought so. That's cool. It's funny though. I mean, ailerons, nobody has ownership on that. I keep getting a hard time for pre-flights, which I deserve. So that's funny. That's funny. All right, cool. I was just wondering. I was hoping I wasn't being picked on. I'm glad I'm not. John's ATV has always been into RC trucks, but has been checking out planes lately. I got you, Blosh. Thanks. Well, welcome here, John's ATV Adventures. We're able to carry a show just BSing about airplanes, advice. New guys come on, ask questions. We all jump in and help. Sometimes we have an agenda. Like originally, I did want to just do interviews, and that worked out for a minute. And but it's easier for me to do this, and we'll do more interviews, and we've done some. I mean, I just went to Minnesota to do one, basically. Probably notice it after Ryan Corsair. Yeah, it's true. I know I probably didn't notice it until I had done that. But guys, this channel right here is hey, where is Blosh? I'm going to give him a wrench if he doesn't have one. Oh, he's got one. You guys should drop a link. Blosh, if you're here, drop a link to your channel. If you're here and you haven't seen the other videos on this channel, check them out. The live streams still exist. You can always see those going back in time till it began as a replay. Some people treat that like a podcast. But the original intent, the whole thing is about flying videos, build videos, tutorials, how to fix this, how to do that, but mostly flying these airplanes. So this channel is not just a live stream channel. This is just something we do every week, Saturday night, 9 o'clock, for more than 9 months now, consecutive weekly shows. And it's how you do it when you want to win and you want to be there and you want to develop me and Mike already have this personal brand thing going. And so this is how you keep it up. This is what we love it. I mean, or we wouldn't do it. You know, we worked so hard before. You would think we were full time, right? So yeah, you got to be a little bit batshit crazy to work this hard for, we'll work for planes. That's what it is. Yeah. Everybody getting caught up on what just started noticing it. Yeah. Hey, John's ATV. I keep eyeballing trucks and truggies and stuff. I can't see dropping. I'm just too busy to buy one and think I'm going to be able to do anything with it. But man, I want one of those darn trucks too. Yeah, man, I want to see that P-39 up close and personal. I flew the small one, so I think the 1200 one would be so much better. Mitchell Farley, thanks for that, man. Support Ryan on Patreon. That's cool. That I tell you, if that would take off, that'd be fantastic. Blosh just dropped the link to their YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to Blosh and Robert Petrinchik's, did I say that right, man? YouTube channel, then you're missing out. That's right. That's right, Blosh. That's right, man. And that's what, isn't that crazy? But you guys are seeing it too. It never starts out this way. You just slowly get to this place where it's like, man, you got a bunch of buddies who you want to show them your stuff. Randy's YouTube channel right there as well. Check that out. Eric Quinn RC is going to try to make a build on his P-39. Petrinchik. I was close, right? I said Petrin. I don't even know what I said now. Petrinchik. Hey, I wish you guys. I almost wish you guys would change the name to something really easy for everybody to say, because you can change your name, your YouTube channel name. This used to be RCR Training Command. This is the same channel. I changed the name because after sitting still for 5 years, more people know Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike. I had to think about it for minutes late. Than RCR Training Command. So you can, whatever, do what you got to do. I just think, I don't know. It's cool when people can say it. I'm awful. That the last was spot on. Petrinchich. Is that one it? Kevin Jones, we're still here, dude. We're out of this. We're out of our minds. I am going to cut it at 3 hours. I should one day, if my family ever goes out of town, I think YouTube lets you go 8 hours and then they cut you off because they're worried about your sanity. Isn't that funny? Petrinchich. She only drinks coffee at midnight when the moment is not right. Man. Let's see. Will I miss anything on social? Oh, some dude's on YouTube right now with a 3-hour show. A 3-hour show. Oh, it's me. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 hours was up 10 minutes ago. Yes, Dennis, I did lose my sanity a long time ago. You are 100% right. Guys, I got some building to do. What's crazy is when the week flies by, I finally get a chance to fly something, and I got nothing. Like none of the new stuff ready. It happens, man. Or all of a sudden I'll get a minute and I'm like, oh man, I don't have batteries ready to go. First world problems. 8 hours of RC planes. If I did 8 hours, man, you guys wouldn't come back. Look at, I've run out a bunch of folks tonight. There's 30 left. 8 hours, holy smokes. One of these days, if I do it, excuse me, I'll have to start earlier. Kevin Jones tries his best to fly every day. I want to move to a place where I can fly out of the backyard. My goodness. $24 hours. I don't even think you can do 24 hours. Those kids do it, man. Those gamer dudes on Twitch, they do it and they don't work another job. People pay for it. It's crazy. I mean, I should learn how to do Fortnite or something on the side. Hey, man, did you quit your full-time job? Yeah, man. Pac-Man. I'm doing Pac-Man like 3 nights a week for like 6 hours at a time. I'm pulling in $150K a month. That's not that crazy anymore. That's not, except it's not Pac-Man. It's like Fortnite or whatever. Whoo-wee. Blosh putting in some time on the engines. Kevin's got a spot right by his house. Before we moved a few years ago, before we moved, I was like a mile from the field. That was nice. Now I'm like 15 minutes. On approach, RC flies out of his house. Yeah, man. Dream come true. I mean, you never have to wonder, right, how George has done so many days in a row. I mean, it's at his house. I mean, when he's out of town, he'll bring a micro, but dude, if it's at your house, it's easier. Oh man, William, your site is flooded and muddy from all the rain in West Michigan. We were at North Dallas a little while back, and they had some crazy water. And I think maybe Jet Jam did too, actually. Was it that field that got underwater as well? Yeah, man, you do lose time. Lose track of time. 10 minutes, says Randy. Terry says you can't worry about something you don't have. What are we talking about? What did I miss? Sanity. I appreciate you, Terry and Dave Kowalski. Bow tie. Instagram influencer bow tie model. Dave Kowalski, ladies and gentlemen. Dave, I can't wait to Jet Jam and Neffy see you. Ryan, how can I buy some of those stickers? Go to the Teespring store, Plastic Aviator. My Teespring store where the t-shirts are. You can get the Hanger Rats and obviously the Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike stuff. The Mary Boozer stickers, you have to see them for that. RC Jetworks, of course. Usually when you buy stuff at RC Jetworks, he'll send a sticker if he's got them. The other decals are just leftover from like some airplanes. Oh, yeah, the stickers, thank you for visiting the Amazon store, but it's you won't find any of my merch there. It's on the Teespring store. Somebody drop it, can you? I'm sure it's back in the chat somewhere. It's also in the description of every other video. It's not in the description of this video yet because when I go live, there's no description yet. So after the video, we end it. I usually will drop in a description that's got links to those places, but any past video will have links to the Teespring store. Barry G wants to know, where are you on approach? Thunderbirds in Fort Worth are flooded out, can't get to the field. Then it rained in Illinois. Didn't you have those guys at your field and it rained in Illinois? I'm missing it. You know, it might be time to quit when it's getting hard to read. Blosh, see you later. Thanks for coming over, guys. Yeah, man, we're right at 3 hours. I'm going to have to bounce in a minute. Randy pays $100 a year to fly AMA Field, 600 feet by 75-foot grass runway, over 25 acres plus. Nice. Thanks, Ken Martin. Thank you, man, so much. Everybody says goodnight to Blosh. Sleep tight. Farley's like, dude, enough. Wrap this thing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a good night. Thank you for subscribing. Hit the bell if you want to get notifications when we post new stuff. Appreciate that, John's ATV. Airplanes are a good time. They really are. And they all fly different. You know it? Mitchell Farley dropped a link to the Teespring store. Dave Kowalski says, and it, damn, dude, why you got to yell? Son of a gun. Go to bed, man. You won't go to bed, will you? Until I end this thing. All right. The Craft King. Yo, late to the party, man. Just showing up. We got to go. It's 3 hours, but you can always catch on a replay. You didn't miss nothing. Eric Quinn RC, Hanger Rat Forever. You guys are the best. Show number 39. Can you believe it? It's going to be 10 months. 10 months. We're almost at a year, dudes. So cool. Thanks for all the support, guys. Stay tuned. I'm telling you, we work hard over here. And I hate even the thought of y'all missing out. Hit that darn bell so you don't miss. I mean, I get it if you're not in the Jets, you don't care about that, but at least you'll know it came out. And Jet guys who don't care about a trainer, that's cool. You don't have to watch it, but at least you'll know it came out. You could have watched it if you wanted to. So that notification bell is hugely important. Also, everything else on social, right? So Facebook, RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, Instagram. There's a handful of you guys on Twitter. That's cool. I'm everywhere you guys are because I want to be everywhere you guys are. It's not because I want Twitter. It's not because I want a Facebook. It's because I want to do this thing. I treat this thing like a business, man. I love it. So Mitchell Farley's definitely addicted, or are you saying that I am? Because I totally am. On approach, appreciate it. Stick it, Monkey Pants, Dave Kowalski. We're wrapping it up. End it. I need to go to bed. No, we are all addicted. That's true. Blosh, we love you. Thanks for coming by. Ryan, you're the best. Ryan, you're the best. Ryan, you're the best. Ryan, you're the best. On approach, thank you, man. F4 Wildcats a dream. Randy, thanks for getting that. You got that off the Amazon store. I really appreciate that. You guys know where to find me all over social. If you want access to the links, hit the homepage on the YouTube channel. The links are in the banner art, as well as the descriptions for the merch store and all that stuff. You know what to do. Appreciate you guys. Let's go, I guess. Thank you, Fred Barron. You're the best. Mitchell, Dave Kowalski, you guys are fantastic. I just love you. I can't wait to fly with you. And stay tuned, man, because I got a bunch of cool new toys I'm going to have a ball with. Can't wait. Let's do it. 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. Sticker Monkey Pants. I hate saying goodbye. See you, though. Next time, y'all. Thanks. Hey, the container arrived. If you guys are into the Arrows RC stuff, check it out. The container showed up. The stuff is going to be showing up in stock if it's not already and shipping out. Get in on those prices while they last because they're almost too good to be true. If you went in on those 3S Warbirds like the Corsair and the Mustang, Bearcat, Trojan, get in. Get in while they're there. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks, Hobby Zone. We had a ball last week. And I say we, I mean we, all of you guys right here are why it happened. Truly an honor to represent you guys and be flown out to do that kind of stuff. I can't believe it. All right, guys. See you on social. Later. Bam.